Hello students. Students, in previous lecture we discussed what is photoelectric effect, and then we explained photoelectric effect on the basis of Planck's quantum theory. That is, we explained photoelectric effect by using particle nature of the radiation. So students, before we move on to the next development which led to the Bohr's model, today we are going to first discuss some numerical problems, and these are two very important numericals from your NCERT book. So students, the first question is that the ejection of electrons from the silver metal in the photoelectric effect experiment can be stopped by applying the voltage of 0.25 volts when the radiation of 256.7 nanometer is used. Calculate the work function of the silver metal. So students, here we have used a term stopped. So stopped means, और वो जो पोटेंशियल है जिससे आपका फोटो इलेक्ट्रिक इफेक्ट यानी इजेक्शन ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन्स रोका जा सकता है, दैट पोटेंशियल is given as 0.25. So students, this potential which is required to stop the ejection of electrons from the metal surface when a light of suitable frequency is incident on a metal surface is called stopping potential. So stopping potential we have 0.25 volt, and students, this stopping potential gives a measure of the kinetic energy which is possessed by the ejected electron. ये जो stopping potential है, this is the opposing potentials which is given to what? Anode, so as to stop the ejection of electron. So students, if this is what? The stopping potential, the kinetic energy, the maximum kinetic energy acquired by the electron will be what? It will be the charge on electron, that is E, into the stopping potential, that is, say, in general we say V. So kinetic energy acquired by electron will be E into 0.25 volts. So students, it will be 0.25 electron volts. So this is kinetic energy acquired by the electron in stopping potential of 0.25 volts. Now students, we know that in photoelectric effect the energy of the incident photon is equal to the work function of the metal plus kinetic energy. Now students, here we have to calculate the work function. So work function of the metal would be what? H nu, that is energy of the photon, minus kinetic energy. Now H nu can be written as Hc upon lambda minus kinetic energy. Now students, we know that product of H into C in terms of electron volts is 1242.4 nanometers into electron volts, and wavelength of the radiation is given in nanometers, so it is 256.7 nanometers minus kinetic energy which is 0.25 electron volts. So students, nanometer and nanometer cancel out, so we get work function of the metal as 1242.4 upon 256.7 minus 0.25 electron volts. So students, इसको solve करके we get 4.84 electron volts minus 0.25 electron volts. So students, आप ये subtract कर दो, your answer will be 4.59 electron volts, and this is your work function of the metal. So students, this question is very very important because इसमें एक important term use हुआ है, opposing potential or stopping potential. So now students, we'll move on to the second question, which is again related to the photoelectric effect. Now students, see, students, in this question we have, if the photon of wavelength 150 picometer strikes an atom and one of the bound electron is ejected out with a velocity of 1.5 into 10 raised to power 7 meter per second, calculate the energy with which it is bound to the nucleus. So students, ये वेवलेंथ है 150 पिकोमीटर जो इंसिडेंट फोटोन का है, and one of the electron which is bound to the nucleus of atom is emitted with this velocity, and we have to calculate the energy with which it is bound to the nucleus. And student, it means we have to calculate the work function of that metal, because energy with which electron is bound to the nucleus is a measure of the minimum energy which we require to eject an electron. So this is work function. So students, again, first let me tell you that in photoelectric effect we know that h nu is equal to work function plus kinetic energy of the emitted photoelectron. So since we have to determine work function, it will be h nu minus kinetic energy of the ejected electron. H nu can be written as hc upon lambda minus kinetic energy. Now h into c, we know that in terms of electron volts and nanometer it is 1242.4 nanometers into electron volts. And lambda, students, wavelength in picometers is given 150 picometer. Picometer is 10 raised to power minus 12 meter. So 150, अभी मैं ऐसा करता हूँ 1000 नीचे ले जाता हूँ, so this becomes 10 raised to power minus 9 meter. Now students, this becomes 0.150 nanometers. So in nanometers, wavelength is 0.150 nanometers. So this is energy of incident photon minus kinetic energy, which is half mass of electron, which is how much? 9.1 into 10 raised to power minus 31 kg, into velocity of electron, which is 1.5 into 10 raised to power 7 meter per second, और इसका हमें स्क्वायर करना होगा. बट स्टूडेंट्स, हमारे पास ये एनर्जी इलेक्ट्रॉन वोल्ट्स में है, बट ये अल्टीमेटली जूल्स में आएगा, तो उसको इलेक्ट्रॉन वोल्ट्स में कन्वर्ट करने के लिए हम 1.6 into 10 raised to power minus 19 से डिवाइड कर देंगे. नाउ विल गेट एनर्जी इन इलेक्ट्रॉन वोल्ट्स. सो दिस इज 1242.4 upon 0.150 electron volts. And students, when we solve this, ठीक है, आपका जो आंसर आएगा यहां से वो भी इलेक्ट्रॉन वोल्ट्स में होगा. And students, it is found to be 640 electron volts. Now, when we divide 1242.4 by this 0.150, students, we get 8242.66 electron volts. So minus 640 electron volts. So finally, students, work function will be obtained by subtracting 640 from 8242.66, and students, we get, this is found to be approximately 7642 electron volts. So this is the work function of the metal. So students, with this, now we conclude or we end this very important topic, that is photoelectric effect. But students, now we have concluded that light has a dual character. How, students? Because students, the phenomenon like diffraction and interference, they were explained on the basis of wave character of light. But students, then we discussed that wave character can explain interference and diffraction, but cannot explain phenomenon like black body radiation and photoelectric effect. So to explain photoelectric effect and black body radiation, then we used Planck's quantum theory, which considered light as a what? Stream of particles with definite energy, and these energy packets were called photons. So that means finally we conclude that light has dual character. And students, this suggestion that light has a dual character helped a lot in developing Bohr's model of atom. So, but the next important development which led to Bohr's model was atomic spectra. So students, अब जो हमारा next topic होगा, it is about emission spectrum of atom, or we generally say atomic spectra. Spectra here is a plural term of spectrum. So let's discuss atomic spectra. Dear students, let me first give you few fundamentals regarding nature of light. Students, the speed of light depends on the medium through which it passes. So when a beam of light passes from one medium to another medium, because of difference in the speed, the light gets deviated from its original path. And students, this is called refraction. This is called refraction. So which means whenever we pass light through a medium, say अगर prism के through भी pass करूं, it gets refracted and or get deviated or get dispersed. We simply say get dispersed into its constituent wavelengths or frequencies. And students, when these radiations are say collected on a photographic plate or a detector plate, we get a spectrum, and that spectrum is called emission spectrum. So students, what is emission spectrum? The spectrum obtained when light emitted from a source is analyzed directly with the help of spectroscope is called emission spectrum. Here spectroscope is a device which is used to study the spectrum, and this study is called spectroscopy. So students say, अगर suppose ये कोई source है which emits light, and when this light is analyzed, say this is a beam of light, so this is emitted light emitted from a source. Now when this is passed through say a prism, what happens? Dispersion takes place. So this is a detector plate, and then we get a spectrum. Say that spectrum consists of radiations of 3 different wavelengths. So we have one bright line in the spectrum, we have one more bright line in the spectrum, and then we have one more. Say अगर 3 है तो मैं lambda 1 एक line, lambda 2 एक हो गया, lambda 3. So we get a spectrum, this arrangement of radiations of different wavelengths in the order of increasing wavelength or decreasing frequency is called electromagnetic spectrum. So this is emission spectrum. Now students, let me tell you, ordinary white light has radiations of 7 discrete frequencies or 7 different wavelengths. So suppose if this is white light, what happens is that when this dispersion of light takes place, we get 7 different wavelengths. Say, now students, when these wavelengths or when these radiations are arranged, we get an electromagnetic spectrum that appears in the visible region. The first line corresponds to violet color, second line corresponds to indigo, third line blue, then we have green, then we have yellow, then we have orange, and then say we have red. So we have a spectrum. Now students, this is an emission spectrum. So spectrum obtained when light emitted from a source, maybe sun. So what? We get a spectrum, and this spectrum consists of what? Bright lines. But students, here I have to tell you that this emission spectrum has 2 types. One is called what? Continuous spectrum. One is called continuous spectrum, and the second type is called discontinuous discontinuous spectrum. Now students, when light obtained from say sun, which is ordinary white light, is analyzed with the help of spectroscope, we get this spectrum. Now see students, in this spectrum we have 7 different wavelengths, we have 7 different colors, but this spectrum consists of what? 7 different colors which merge into one another. Means ये जो bright lines है students, इनके बीच में कोई dark space नहीं है. This is just like आपने वो rainbow देखा होगा जिसमें there is a band of 7 colors. Means एक कलर दूसरे में merge कर रहा है. So students, this type of emission spectrum that has bright lines but without any dark space is called continuous spectrum. So the spectrum obtained from white light is what? Continuous spectrum. Why it is called continuous? क्योंकि एक कलर like ये violet है, ये merge कर रहा है indigo में, then indigo merge कर रहा है blue merge कर रहा है green, and so on. So since these lines, spectral lines, are not separated by distinct energy gap, we say what? This is continuous spectrum. But students, when light emitted from say electric discharge of say atoms, and when that light is analyzed with the help of spectroscope, we get discontinuous spectrum. For example, students, say this is a discharge tube that has sodium vapors inside it, and students, when electric discharge is passed through this tube, what happens? That sodium atoms, they undergo ionization, and thus these what? Excited sodium atoms, they emit light. So this tube glows. And when light emitted from this sodium lamp is analyzed with the help of spectroscope, so this is the emitted light from sodium lamp, say, and when this is analyzed with the help of spectroscope, again what happens? That the light emitted from sodium lamp gets refracted into 2 different wavelengths. एक है 5890 angstrom and दूसरा है 5896 angstrom. That means students, now we get what? 2 wavelengths or 2 colors. So we have 2 bright lines in the spectrum corresponding to wavelength 5890 angstrom, and then we have the second bright line in the spectrum corresponding to 5896 angstrom. So these are the 2 bright lines in the spectrum. But students, see this. These 2 lines, bright lines in the spectrum, they are separated by what? Dark space. This is the dark space. ये आपका photographic film पे आपको पता चलेगा. So this is the dark space. So that means now this wavelength does not merge into this. So which means what? This spectrum is what? Not continuous. So ऐसा कोई भी spectrum, we call it what? Discontinuous spectrum. And students, since generally discontinuous spectra are obtained from atomic discharge, these are all called what? Atomic spectra. Atomic spectra. And students, since these consist of bright lines separated by dark spaces, we call these also as line spectra of atoms. These are called line spectra of atoms. So students, emission spectra is spectrum obtained when light emitted from source is directly analyzed with the help of spectroscope. And these are of 2 types, continuous and discontinuous. In continuous spectrum, we have what? Many spectral lines which are what? Which are not separated by any energy gap. That means the wavelengths or colors, they merge into one another. Then we get discontinuous spectrum which has bright lines separated by dark spaces. Now students, another important thing about line spectrum of atoms is that no 2 elements can have same line spectra. Means एक element के जो atoms का जब डिस्चार्ज होगा, जो रेडिएशन एमिट करेंगे, तो उनका जो स्पेक्ट्रम आएगा किसी दूसरे एलिमेंट के जो रेडिएशन एमिट हो रहे हैं उनसे वो डिफर करेगा. सो स्टूडेंट्स, दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू नोट दैट line spectrum is a characteristic property of an element. So no two line spectra are same. That is why, students, these line spectra are regarded as fingerprints of atoms. These are regarded as fingerprints of atoms. Students, जिस तरह से हमारे fingerprints जो है वो different होते हैं, कोई भी दो different पर्सन्स के फिंगरप्रिंट सेम नहीं हो सकते. सिमिलरली कोई भी डिफरेंट एलिमेंट्स का जो एटॉमिक स्पेक्ट्रा है वो भी सेम एटॉमिक स्पेक्ट्रम सेम नहीं हो सकता, यानी लाइन स्पेक्ट्रम सेम नहीं हो सकता. दैट इज व्हाई लाइन स्पेक्ट्रा ऑफ एलिमेंट्स आर रिगार्डेड एज fingerprints of atoms. And students, this helped in the discovery of many new elements, because जो भी से नया कोई एलिमेंट डिस्कवर होता था तो उसको टेस्ट किया जाता था थ्रू पहले व्हाट, लाइन स्पेक्ट्रा. अगर जो लाइन स्पेक्ट्रा किसी नए डिस्कवर्ड एलिमेंट का पहले डिस्कवर्ड किए गए किसी एलिमेंट से डिफरेंट आता, तो दैट मींस नया एलिमेंट जो आपने डिस्कवर किया वो एक्चुअली डिस्कवरी जेन्युइन है. सो दैट इज व्हाई वी से that line spectra are fingerprints of atoms, and on the basis of this many elements were discovered. Let me tell you, cesium, rubidium, gallium, indium, scandium, even sun में helium होता है, वो भी line spectra से ही पता चला था that helium भी कोई element है. So students, this was emission spectrum. Now students, there is one more type of spectrum which is called absorption spectrum. Now, what is this absorption spectrum? Listen carefully, students. When light emitted from a source is first passed through a solution and then transmitted light is analyzed with the help of spectroscope, we get absorption spectrum. So, say ये कोई आपका atomic discharge था, से यहां से जो लाइट एमिट हुआ स्टूडेंट्स, सो वी हैव अ लाइट, एमिटेड लाइट, दिस इज एमिटेड लाइट, लाइट एमिटेड फ्रॉम एटॉमिक डिस्चार्ज, बट दिस लाइट इज फर्स्ट पास थ्रू अ सॉल्यूशन. से ये एक ट्यूब है, पोलैरिमीटर ट्यूब बोल सकते हैं इसको. सो दिस ट्यूब इज फिल्ड विथ सॉल्यूशन ऑफ सम सब्सटेंस, से वी हैव शुगर सॉल्यूशन और कोई भी हो सकता है. नाउ आपको पता है जब भी कोई लाइट हम पास करते हैं किसी भी मीडियम से या किसी भी सॉल्यूशन से, अ पार्ट ऑफ इट इज एब्सॉर्ब्ड, अ पार्ट ऑफ इट इज रिफ्लेक्टेड एंड पार्ट ऑफ इट इज ट्रांसमिटेड. नाउ स्टूडेंट्स, दिस ट्रांसमिटेड लाइट इज एनालाइज्ड विद द हेल्प ऑफ स्पेक्ट्रोस्कोप. दैट मींस पहले हम प्रिज्म से पास करेंगे एंड देन वी सी हाउ मेनी वेवलेंथ्स आर ऑब्टेन्ड. सो ये एक, so this spectrum, ये जो भी आप spectrum आप detect होगा, that spectrum is called absorption spectrum. So what is absorption spectrum? The spectrum obtained when light emitted from source is first passed through a solution and then transmitted light is analyzed with the help of spectroscope. And students, the interesting thing in absorption spectrum is that absorption spectrum of atoms consists of dark spaces in an otherwise emission spectrum or line spectrum. Means absorption spectrum में आपके पास dark space होंगे in an otherwise emission spectrum. मतलब क्या हुआ students? Understand this. से अगर ये white light होता, मान लो ये white light होता, now अगर मैं white light को directly analyze करता students, तो मेरे पास 7 डिफरेंट कलर्स आते, ठीक है. सो ये स्पेक्ट्रम होता जो कि कॉन्टिन्यूअस है. नाउ स्टूडेंट्स, बट व्हेन व्हाइट लाइट इज पास थ्रू अ सॉल्यूशन, से येलो कलर जो है उसको एब्सॉर्ब कर लिया. सो दैट मींस अब आपके पास वायलेट होगा, इंडिगो होगा, ब्लू होगा, ग्रीन होगा, येलो नहीं होगा, ऑरेंज होगा, एंड देन से हमारे पास रेड होगा. सो दैट मींस जहां पर पहले लाइन स्पेक्ट्रम और एमिशन स्पेक्ट्रम में क्या था, येलो लाइन थी यानी ब्राइट लाइन थी, अब एब्जॉर्प्शन स्पेक्ट्रम में वहां पर क्या होगा, डार्क स्पेस होगा. सो दैट इज व्हाई स्टूडेंट्स वी से एमिशन स्पेक्ट्रम consists of bright lines separated by dark space, whereas an absorption spectrum will consist of dark spaces in an otherwise emission spectrum. Means जहां पर emission spectrum में कोई bright line थी और अगर वो particular wavelength solution ने absorb कर लिया है तो उसकी जगह पे अब सिर्फ dark space होगा. So that means अब जो spectrum आएगा absorption spectrum से white light का, that will have violet, से indigo, blue, ग्रीन, येलो नहीं होगा, वहां पर डार्क स्पेस आ जाएगा. सो दिस इज द डार्क स्पेस एंड देन we'll have सॉरी येलो तो एब्जॉर्ब हो गया, ऑरेंज एंड देन रेड. नाउ स्टूडेंट्स आपका ये स्पेक्ट्रम, ठीक है, जो पहले आया था कॉन्टिन्यूस था, बट अब कॉन्टिन्यूस नहीं रहा बिकॉज देयर इज अ डार्क स्पेस कॉरेस्पॉन्डिंग टू what yellow color which has been absorbed by the solution. So students, this is called absorption spectrum. So what is absorption spectrum? It is spectrum obtained when light emitted from source is first passed through a solution and then analyzed with the help of spectroscope. And the basic difference between absorption and emission spectrum is that absorption spectrum consists of dark spaces in an otherwise what? Emission spectrum. And वो dark space कहाँ होगा? It will always correspond to the wavelength or radiation of wavelength which has been absorbed by the solution. So students, this was about spectrum or emission and absorption spectrum. Now we'll study emission spectrum of hydrogen. Students, when electric discharge is passed through a tube that contains hydrogen molecules or hydrogen gas, the hydrogen molecules, they get dissociated into atoms, that is hydrogen atoms. Now these energetically excited hydrogen atoms then emit radiations of discrete frequencies or discrete wavelengths. That means students, when light emitted from say the electric discharge of hydrogen is studied with the help of spectroscope, we get a spectrum that has spectral lines of discrete wavelengths or discrete frequencies. This spectrum is called emission spectrum of hydrogen. So ये जो emission spectrum of hydrogen था students, इसमें बहुत सारी lines थी, बहुत सारी spectral lines थी. So students, when emission spectrum of hydrogen was analyzed, it was found that it has many spectral lines which appear in different regions of electromagnetic spectrum. These spectral lines were grouped together into different series. These series were discovered by different scientists, so they have been named after the name of discoverers. So emission spectrum of hydrogen students has one very important series which is called Lyman series, and this series falls in ultraviolet region. Then the most important series is the Balmer series which falls in the visible region. Then we have Paschen series which falls in infrared. Then we have Brackett series. Then we have P-Fund series. And lastly, a new series which has been discovered recently is called Humphrey series. So students, the emission spectrum of hydrogen has many spectral lines which fall in different regions of electromagnetic spectrum. So students, details of emission spectrum of hydrogen we will discuss in the next video lecture. So students, that is all for today. We'll discuss emission spectrum of hydrogen in detail in next video lecture. So thank you students.